You're listening to Beyond the Couch podcast with Dr. Sally Nazari, where we look at you beyond the couch and build ways to enrich your life, share your triumphs, achieve your goals, and most importantly, where we'll be celebrating you. Let's get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beyond the Couch podcast. I'm your host, licensed clinical psychologist and Reiki master teacher, Dr. Sally Nazari, and I'm really excited today to share a bonus episode with you for our 20th episode celebration. Now, our weekly Mindful Monday series is officially completed, but I've had so many requests to keep it going that I wanted to share an exciting story on how mindfulness saved my life recently. After this, I will be sharing a Mindful Monday episode monthly. I do believe that mindfulness can save the world, and I openly share that in my mindfulness groups. Now, I can say very frankly that mindfulness can save our lives. Let me tell you how I discovered this for myself recently. Of course, mindfulness has physiological benefits we've discussed in earlier episodes that not only extend our lives, but also improve the quality of our lives. But what I'm referring to today is more of a way that use of a variety of mindfulness skills helped me escape a potentially life-threatening situation in that very moment. Here's what happened. Recently, I attended a training in Fort Lauderdale. As a lover of the water, I was enjoying my time in the beautiful, calm, and warm water on the evening of the first day of training. In fact, I was already using mindfulness skills to fully experience the water with awareness of the senses in my body and noticing the surroundings. After several other trainees joined me, we noticed the water begin to move very differently, along with a very distinct shape appear next to me less than 3 feet away. The thoughts in my mind were focused on the fact that there's no way there could be a shark next to me in water that's shallower than 4 or 5 feet. Yet, my mindful observation clearly depicted one, along with the shift in the movement of the water. In a split second, I quickly took the judgment out of my thoughts and looked to observe again. It was unmistakable, both the shark fin and body, as well as the flow of the water, with such a buoyant creature so close by. In the next second, I was able to observe where the water was easier to move through. Now, drawing upon my mindful movement skills, I quickly and deliberately led the group of us laterally away from the shark before we began to mindfully wade our way back to shore. In doing so, we struggled a bit, and in fact, one of the other trainees began to fall. Yet, our mindful focus helped us keep taking steps, while the loving-kindness mindset of mindfulness allowed me to reach out to help steady her along. When we reached the shore safely, we started to feel the full scope of what a potentially terrible situation we had just escaped. Instead of panicking, we remained mindful of our feelings and began notifying other beachgoers calmly. Our calm approach helped ward off panic and help others take responsive and effective actions. We also notified the property staff so additional safeguards could be taken. Once all the appropriate actions had been taken, I spent a bit of time reflecting on what had happened. I realized that I had made use of the wise mind, where an integration of both reasonable and emotional mind informed my interpretation of the situation and the actions we took. I knew that a reaction embedded in the emotional mind, while understandable, could have put me in jeopardy. I also knew that everyone's safety was of paramount importance, a mindset that has been nurtured with the compassionate, mindful practices of non-judgment and loving kindness. I also remembered both my initial wave of shock and panic and the exhaustion in my legs as we were working our way back to shore, and knew that my practices of mindfully noticing my experience without judgment and coming back to the present task help me, rather than getting stuck in them and possibly struggling more, instead deliberately choose with awareness a set of actions and responses that would best serve me in this moment. This is the essential benefit of mindfulness in our lives. I'm very grateful that I wasn't hurt, and I'm also very grateful for the reminder of mindfulness and how valuable it is in our lives. Now, thinking about this experience, rather than becoming frightened or terrified, I'm very grateful for the confidence that I've gained in knowing that a difficult, potentially terrifying, horrible experience was upon me, and yet I had the skills to navigate not only myself, but the others I was with, as well as others in the area, to take a set of actions that were helpful. Each of the skills I drew upon are ones I teach and practice in my Mindfulness Matters group. In fact, I even shared this story in our final session of the most recent round of the group, and am looking forward to sharing it in the next cycle of the group, beginning in just a few weeks. You can read more about the group in the show notes. Oh, and in case anyone's wondering, the shark was fine. Thank you for hearing this story with me and sharing this interesting experience. I've enjoyed reconnecting with our Mindful Monday series and look forward to the next time. Between now and then, I will be continuing with weekly episodes, and I look forward to connecting with you then. Take care.
Thanks for listening to Beyond the Couch Podcast, a space for celebrating you. The contents of this episode are for informational and supplemental purposes only, and not a substitute for professional services. For more access to you beyond the couch, check out www.drsallynazari.com.